Y'all, this makes me so emotional. This is my 18-year-old self that I was calling ugly. This girl is beautiful. This girl was beautiful. I look now at my innocent smile and just how I felt so lonely. Hey y'all, welcome back to the vlog. It's your girl Shanae and this is Everything Shanae. If it is your first time joining me, welcome. Feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe. On this channel I do Christian lifestyle based content and it's just a journey, y'all. So just sharing with you my life and how the Lord impacts it. And today's message is one that I know resonates with a lot of us. As a young Christian married person who's expecting her first child, things have not been easy for me. Like growing up, I had major self-confidence issues. I used to call myself ugly. I used to say my hair isn't pretty enough. I want to change myself. I wish I could be somebody else, or I was born in a different family. I was just a confused girl. You know, a part of it is I grew up in a culture, I'm Jamaican by the way. I grew up in a culture where people aren't as emotionally available as they are in some other cultures. And with that, I mean, in general, I think a lot of black people aren't emotionally available, but in Jamaica, it's even worse. And so I didn't have a lot of affection in my home or in my friends groups or anything like that. And as I hope I don't cry in this video. And it made me kind of tough and kind of hard on myself. Right? I didn't have anybody telling me, and if they did tell me that you're beautiful, I just thought they had a old objective. So if I was passing somebody and say you're a very beautiful girl or something like that, I was like, no, look at me. You know, I would just be like, On top of that, as I said, I was just very self-conscious. My self-esteem was very low, and I just want to apologize to my younger self for not believing in me and for getting lost. Because at one point, I think I really did get lost. I wanted to be a part of a crowd that I had no business being a part of. I wanted to go to parties. I want to feel accepted. I want to feel like I'm beautiful. I wanted to be with those girls. And even if they even weren't more beautiful than me, they dressed better. They were in better looking clothes, they had more, but I don't know what they did to have more. Probably their family had more. Some of them had boyfriends. I was like, okay, I want a nice hot boyfriend too, somebody who can, you know, take me out and stuff like that. But guess what, I was also a shy girl. So the irony of it is I was shy, so I stayed away from certain relationships. I think I started like communicating with guys when I left high school, basically. The very year I was leaving high school was when I started having conversation with guys, because before I was just too shy. And probably that helped me a lot to escape a lot of hurt. But I didn't have a big sister either. I didn't have a big cousin, anything like that. So I was really just trying to manipulate life on my own. And y'all, it's easy for us to look back now and say that I wish I had done that, I wish I had done something different. But the best thing for us to do is just forgive our younger selves, because we didn't know better and we were doing things in survival mode. That's the truth. A lot of what we did when we were younger was in survival mode, and I may not have anything to show for it, like some women end up getting pregnant or stuff like that. It never got to that point for me, but it doesn't mean that God doesn't bless you through your hiccups. a lot of people that he uses in the Bible made so much mistakes, were sinners just like you and I, and he redeemed them. So yeah, even though some of us don't have bruises or have anything to show for, you know, the mistakes that we made in our younger lives, doesn't mean that we are better than somebody else who probably has a child or probably got abused in a particular way or anything like that. So today's video is just all about me sharing with you all on my healing journey, and what better way to start than when I stepped into adulthood at 18 years old. Y'all, I came across a picture the other day when this topic, the Lord laid this topic on my mind. I came across this picture. I don't know if y'all can see it properly. This is a beautiful girl. She was 18 going on 19. So this is roughly 10 years ago. And at this time, I was involved in a after school program. I didn't have money to go to university or anything like that, but I applied and I started a after school program and I did this for a year, where I did business administration, and they place you in like a organization where you can work for a year and you learn, you get a certificate at the end of it, and they'll help you with part of your tuition. However, I didn't start in time to even get the help with the tuition, but I went for the year and it helped me with self-development a lot, because at least I got to be in an environment where I had a lot of experience, all of that. Anyways, let me not go away from y'all, this makes me so emotional. This is my 18-year-old self that I was calling ugly. This girl is beautiful. This girl was beautiful. I look now at my innocent smile and just how I felt so lonely, but yet still I was surrounded by people. And I was saying, I was looking at this and I was, you're so beautiful. But then the longer I looked at the picture, I remembered the very same night that before this, I was at a Juve party. I think it was a paint party. The very same night before I took this picture, I was at a party with friends. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I was at a party. Like, the only reason I could think of being there was just so I could blend in with everybody else. That was definitely not me. As a introverted person, someone who, you know, my mom sent me to church, I knew better in a lot of ways, but yet still I found myself at a paint party. And I was like, at that time I had so much self-hatred. Like, I wanted to change myself, I wanted to change my hair, I wanted to change my features. I'm like, I'm not beautiful enough. And even if someone complimented me, I would think they were lying. If someone told me I was beautiful, I would say, you're lying. I wouldn't want to accept it. That's how bad it was. And it just, like, the Lord just revealed to me that you thought you were ugly because you didn't have me. I didn't have God at this time, y'all. I didn't have the Lord. And this is not going to be a very long video. It was just, as I said, this is just the beginning of me sharing about my healing journey, and it's a crucial video. And I know it can help somebody else, probably somebody who has a lot of regrets too. And I'm just like, what if she believed in herself? What if she had somebody to let her know that, you know, it's gonna be okay? And y'all, the very moment, listen, that's not where it all ended. I wanted to blend in and everything, but the very moment I started to separate myself from the people who I was around, which were good people, we're all just trying to have fun and everything. not really bad influence in any ways. We didn't do drugs or anything like that. We just wanted to have fun. The moment I stepped away from that lifestyle was a moment that the Lord just opened me to him. And the more I got involved in church, by going back to church, that's what helped me. I had stopped going to church because I got too busy. I was going to work every day, and I had to hang out with my friends after work. So on Sundays, I didn't bother to go to church or anything like that. And the moment the program ended after a year and I started going back to church, getting involved in ministry, and so that's something I'd encourage y'all to do. If you're struggling, just go to church. Turn up, start praying, start listening to what the Lord is saying to you, because a lot of times he's actually speaking to us, but because we have so much going on around us, our minds get get clustered or flustered with everything, and we're overwhelmed and all that. The moment I started going to church, y'all, the Lord just revealed it to me that you just need to change your life. You need me. That's why you felt like you hated yourself. That's why you felt like you're not worth it, right? And yeah, so I remember one evening while helping out with church ministry, and there was, a leader that came to Jamaica to visit, and I remember him explaining the gospel so well. And it's not like it was the first time I was hearing the gospel. I always heard the gospel. I always went to vacation Bible school and stuff like that. I knew who God was. I just didn't have a relationship with him. And so he spoke of the gospel, and immediately I felt a change in my heart. And since then, I just never went back. Afterwards, I still went to parties and stuff like that, but that thought of hating myself and trying to please others just left me. And all that was left now for me to do was actually start to create a change in myself. So I changed my environment. I applied for nursing school. I ended up starting nursing school, and I got busy again. And I ended up dating someone who was not for me. And the next topic is going to be about that. Trust me. So that's another part of the healing journey. The guy never stepped foot in church. Anyways, let's not even go there. But the thing is, the change had started. So you don't need to go to God when you're put together and you're arrived. You go to him as you are, and he will cause the change in you. So on my healing journey, my self-love journey, giving my all to God and just giving him a chance to change me, to inspire me, to tell me I'm beautiful and that he loves me. That was what started it for me. But first I had to believe, and I had to put myself in the position for the change, right? So I'm not even gonna prolong this video any longer, but I wanted to share with y'all a Bible verse. All right, so it's 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 3-4. Your beauty should not come from outward adornments such as braided hair, wearing of jewelry, and fine clothes. Instead, it should be that your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is a great work in God's sight. And the second one is 2 Corinthians 5:17, and it says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. So these two verses really resonated with me once the Lord placed this topic on my heart. And it's because the old me, I could have felt a sense of relief when the old me who was talking so much negativity over my life, can you believe it? God's beautiful creation, I was saying, was ugly. y'all. So the reason why this topic also resonates with me so much is because even now, while I'm 8 months pregnant, I sometimes speak negativity over my life. Your features have changed so much. You have hyperpigmentation. Why did your skin have to change? Why this, why that? But I've had such a blessed pregnancy that why am I even thinking like that? But it's the human nature in us to sometimes be so negative. And so I have to remind myself with the Bible verses, it's not about the outward appearance, it's about what's on the inside, basically. And so let's speak positively over ourselves. So that's basically it, y'all. God doesn't call it perfect, he calls it very imperfect. Go to him as you are. Trust me, you'll never regret it. God does not lead us astray. We are the ones who usually chooses to go the other way, right? So don't give up on God. He will never give up on you. No, he won't. And that's basically it. As I said, this is not going to be a very long video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified when I post a video. Basically it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Do have yourselves a great rest of the day or night. Bye.